I'm 19F, struggling to decide if I want to leave my boyfriend, 26M, after finding out he purposefully destroyed my makeup collection and lied about it being an accident. First time posting, please forgive me if I don't format things correctly. Someone recommended me this subreddit through another post I made, so I thought I would put this here and try to gather some advice. Smile. Okay, so, brief background, I've been with my boyfriend for 4 years. I have been living with him for the last 2. Things have been good up until recently. A few days ago, I found out that he purposefully broke a bag of my expensive makeup. He originally said it was an accident and that it fell off the counter, but after another long conversation, he decided to be truthful and told me he was upset and did it on purpose. I told him I suspected it wasn't an accident due to the severity of how broken it was, and that I've never damaged anything in it before, even though I dropped the bag myself a few times. Edited in, I have asked if he could help pay me back, at least for the basic bits, but he said he doesn't want to because it's my stuff and he doesn't have a use for it, so he doesn't feel the need to help me replenish anything. Anyway, he did eventually apologize the day after, as he knew I called my mum and told her what happened. I'm struggling because I love him. He's my first boyfriend, he's never hurt me and hasn't done anything like this before. I'm scared of leaving him and ending up alone. A part of me knows this isn't right, what he did, but also another part of me thinks I may have somehow caused him to have to break that makeup. For example, sometimes I take too long to put it on. He doesn't like me in makeup that much unless it's natural. I feel as though I made my bed and I should lie in it, if that makes sense. I don't have many friends, my parents live overseas. When I spoke to my mum, she told me I'm always welcome back home, but with the current situation happening, I don't see myself going back. I also go to school and work here. I'm not sure what advice I'm even looking for at this moment. I don't feel unsafe with my boyfriend, but I don't feel 100% comfortable either. Has anyone else experienced a similar situation before? What would the best path be for me to take? I just need some reassurance and to get my head straight, I think. Too long didn't read. My boyfriend came clean and told me he broke my makeup collection because he was upset. I know what he did isn't good, but I'm struggling to find myself and leave him due to circumstances and the fact that I love him very much. Thank you for reading. Your boyfriend is a predatory, raging asshole. Take one of these, triangular flag on post. You should leave your boyfriend because he was a 22-year-old creeping on a 15-year-old. That's not only illegal, it's super fucking gross. And his lying and destroying your property are huge no-s. Nothing you did justifies him destroying your property. Absolutely nothing. It doesn't matter if you take 2 weeks to put it on. And you put on makeup for you, not him. If he doesn't like it, tough cookies. All of this, and that he's got you thinking that you somehow deserve this behavior, is red flag territory. I would encourage you to take a visit back to your parents, at least until you can sort your thoughts out. Your boyfriend is a predator, abusive, and a pedophile. Nope. He is responsible for his actions. If he was just in a blind rage, he could have damaged anything, even his own things. But he specifically chose something you cared about to harm you. For real, somehow when they're in a blind rage they only damage the other person's things, somehow never fly into blind rages with anyone else. I, 37M, can't have kids, but my wife, 30F, does, and I'm scared if I'm honest with her, it'll end the relationship. Me and my wife have been married 3 years, together 5, and we've always really wanted kids. Sadly, I have had testicular cancer twice now since we've been together, and because of the obvious reasons why, I'm sadly now completely infertile. I can't have any biological children of my own. It obviously really hurts, but it is what it is, right? That's life, I suppose. She's been really broody lately because her sister/my sil had a baby last year and she really wants to start a family. Obviously because of my medical history, It's looking like we'd have to use a fertility clinic. We've been discussing it a lot lately and she wants to go in the next 6 months or so when everything gets back to normal here, UK. We always said when I was all in the clear and I'm back to 100% health we'd look into our options having kids, and I'm luckily back to full health now. But the more she talks about it, I don't think I can go through with it. Basically, I hate the thought of raising another man's baby. I know she wants all the moments like a scan, baby showers, buying all the stuff together etc, but I just don't think I can go through with it. She can tell something is up with me. I've not been sleeping well this week. Very quiet and irritable, and I'm trying to brush it off as just being stressed at work, but she knows me too well and is worrying about me. I know I can't keep on lying to her, but I can't break her heart like this. If she thinks I feel this way and don't want this, she'll be crushed. Honestly, don't get me wrong, if we could have kids I'd love to and this wouldn't be a thought at all. But I know she wants at least one of her own and wants to go through childbirth, pregnancy etc and all that entails, so adoption is out. I know she's not against it, but said in the past she'd love to adopt after having biological kids of her own. How do I tell her? I bet this could end our relationship, right? TLDR, I can't have kids but we want to start a family, but I don't want to raise someone else's child. I think if I tell her it'll crush her. I've made an update post. You need to tell her. It's an incredibly unfortunate situation that will be made worse by putting it off further. If the two of you aren't on the same page on other options like adoption, your marriage may not survive this. It's a bummer, but either way she deserves to know. If you're against raising another man's baby, wouldn't adoption be out, too? It doesn't sound like you're actually against raising a child born from someone else, as you'd be happy to adopt. It sounds like you haven't worked through the emotions associated with being unable to conceive yourself. Be honest with your wife and get into counseling. 20. Honestly man, I think you have to tell her. It would be so much better for everyone if you tell her you're opposed to the whole thing, instead of going through with it and hating yourself for never saying anything. Adoption is always another option if you're still considering children. He says he doesn't want to raise another man's baby. He definitely doesn't need to be a father, period. I think if I tell her it'll crush her. The alternative is to what? Keep delaying this until you literally can't anymore, or go through with something that you don't want to do. If you love her, you can't keep this from her. Your feelings on the matter impact both of you. Found tampons in my BF's room that aren't mine. He had a reason but not sure if I should ask about it again. So I, mid-20s F, was at my BF's, mid-20s M, the other day and saw some tampons on the floor. I was a little confused and asked him about it. He claimed that he carries tampons around sometimes when he knows he'll be out with female friends in case anyone needs one, and has since school days. I get that, and it's nice. The thing is that they weren't there last time I was over, and he's not really been out with any friends or gone much of anywhere lately, and I've never seen them in his bag or anything before. So how they even get there? I don't want to be that paranoid, untrusting GF, but I don't want to be some gullible idiot either. I just feel weird about it. I brought it up super casually the first time and just brushed it off and played it cool. Should I bring it up again? Next outing with friends, say you started your period and ask for a tampon. Or ask his circle of friends who are women. You'll get your answer pretty quick. Even though I'm one for having full trust in a relationship, I've never heard of a man who carries tampons with him. I have many dude friends, and not one keeps feminine hygiene products in their pockets in case I need it. I think that's a pretty weird explanation. Maybe my friends are just jerks, lol. Maybe your BF has a drinking problem and soaks tampons in alcohol and insert them anally. Or maybe he likes the feel inside him. Both of which are more plausible than him carrying tampons for friends. Has he ever offered you a tampon when you are on your period? No, but I've never complained about not having one. I always have one when I need it. I've been doing this period thing for a while. A man carries tampons around in case his lady friends can't manage their own periods. Not gonna lie, that sounds kinda unrealistic. I always carry diapers in my back pocket to be prepared for when babies shit themselves.